Okay.
Kayla got the 111, number 111. Sipping lemonade, throwing light shade.
Cause I'm the best. Are you mad cause I impressed? Are you mad cause I good nuggets? Don't be mad cause I'm so blessed.
Hey everybody, it's Kayla Got the 411. I'm back for another What's Good episode. I'm here with Brad Young. Brad Young, this segment is called What's Good. So I gotta ask what's good with you. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your mental health?
I feel awesome. My mental health is good. God is good. And you are good and I'm good too. What's up?
Yes. So, Brad, you are really a platinum producer. You really out here doing your thing. Like you work with artists like Yo Gotti, Chris Brown, Flow Rider, the list goes on, but you are a singer as well. I saw a cover that you did. You did a cover to Miguel, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I'm in awe. I was like, hold
Thank
on,
you.
they can sing. A lot of producers, they can do a humming, they can hum, but they can't sing. So take me back to when you was younger. Like, how did you even get into the music industry?
You know what? I've always been into music, but I wasn't into the music industry. You know what I'm saying? I just liked music because I was a boxer when I was young and I wanted to be the champion of the world, But when I discovered I can sing, it changed my life. It changed my life. Like I've always been into instruments and just like always rap and R&B, everything. But it wasn't until I knew I could sing, because I wasn't one of those kids that was like, oh, I've been singing since I was 5. I didn't know I could sing. I never knew until I was on a school bus singing, and then the girls jumped in my seat and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I can actually do this. And that changed my life.
Wait, so you were just on the school, but what was you singing? What song was you singing?
What happened was, it was this kid named Sean Carr who used to sing all the time, right? And he had a girlfriend, the prettiest girl in the school, and they used to sit together. He used to sing to her. I just thought it was so dope. I just look up to him. And then he was an upperclassman. And one day he heard me singing. He like looked between his seats and heard me singing and was like, hey, little dog, you can sing. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, sing louder for everybody. And I was like, oh no. And he's like, everybody listen, he can sing. And he was like, go ahead, sing. So I sang some Jodeci. And all the girls on the bus went crazy. He jumped over my seat and was like, sing again, sing again. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. Like I had never had that reaction before. And in that moment, I was riding home on the bus and I was looking out the window and I was like, man, I'm a singer. Forget boxing.
Girls really like dudes that can sing. Like, I remember I had a little boy, but he thought he could sing, but he couldn't sing. So it's like, when he was saying, everybody was like, dude, you awful. But in his mind, he thought that he could sing.
He could sing. Yeah.
You actually could sing, but you didn't even believe it. I'm really big on, sometimes people can see your gift and your talent before you actually can see it. So, you are from St. Louis as well, right?
Yes, born and raised from the St. Louis on the west side by way of Berkeley and U City.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many people on this show I don't have from St. Louis. Like, how did that even shape, you coming up, actually taking music seriously and also your boxing? Like, what was life like growing up in St. Louis?
I mean, St. Louis, so, it was rough. It was rough, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was rough. But the boxing was a little easier because it's rough. And, it was a way for us to express our anger or whatever you was feeling. It was a way for us to really to get centered or whatever. But music was hard because there was no music industry in St. Louis at all whatsoever. So it was hard in that regard. But one thing about my city is once I started really going and started getting out there, they really was like my backbone, really support me like heavy. So yeah.
We always hear the horror stories, about your city be plotting against you. So I think that's
One thing about it is I can honestly say that my city, they live and die. Like they be like, Brad, oh yes, so I'm just happy about that. I don't know how or why, but I don't have those stories. My city support me.
You seem so humble. You like, man, I ain't even know I can sing, man. Like, everybody just like,
yeah.
What's your zodiac sign? I'm curious now.
I'm a Libra.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm a Libra too. People love us, and we don't even do nothing.
Okay, what's up, fellow Libra? Yeah, I'm. You who?
September 28th.
Quit playing with me. That's my birthday.
Stop lying.
I swear.
Really?
That is crazy. Yes.
No, and people love us, and you be like, I ain't Like, so
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, I'm September 28 too. So we first Libras. And I love being in September 28 because that 2-8 make 10. So we are complete. That's why we are so loved and so well rounded because it's a
Mm-hmm.
10. Because the 28 is an even number and the 10 is the 10 is an even number too. So yeah, that's really cool.
This daughter, y'all done found my birthday twin. Now I be telling everybody that normally Young Jeezy is my birthday twin because his birthday.
Yeah, he is our birthday twin. Yeah.
What? Okay. That makes sense why people really love you so much too. Like you just have a personality where people gravitate to you. Sometimes other people's like, okay, why do people really walk through brand? And you honestly probably don't even realize it yourself. And that goes back to you discovering that you can sing on the school bus. So let's get into your family. Like, when was it for you when your family actually knew you could sing? Because if they was acting like that on the bus, how was your family acting?
You know what? I think they always knew I could sing, but because I come from a very musical background. My family all did music and sing. So it wasn't like, I thought, honestly, like my brothers and I, we used to harmonize and sing songs all the time when we were kids, but we just thought it was normal. We didn't know that we could sing. We didn't know that we were doing something different from everybody else. We thought everybody could harmonize and sing and all this stuff because that's just our family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Inside the home, that's just what it was. So we didn't know. We didn't even know we were a musical family until we got older and started finding out like, oh, we kind of like the Jackson 5 up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did y'all
sing? Oh yeah, we sang at church like it was a must. You know what I'm saying? Like we couldn't not sing at church.
Success story. They start off in church. Everybody.
Oh, yeah, church. Yeah, church. I owe it all. I owe it all to, that was the first place I ever performed, at church. That's how I learned how to perform. That's why I learned so much from church. So yeah.
Now, do you also play musical instruments too?
Yeah, I play the piano, I play the drums, and I play the guitar, the vibraphone, the organ, the bass. I just love instruments.
Okay, so you're just not a producer. You're a producer. There's
yeah.
There's a difference. You got your beat maker, and you got your producer. And
yeah.
Are you able to play live instruments? Now, I'm pretty sure with you being a Billboard producer, that has brought a lot of buzz when it comes to clients wanting to work with you. But how are you able to balance that and also doing your own music?
You know what? It's a challenge because the working with other people that pays the bills, just to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a challenge, but you gotta make time for yourself. Like if you want to do it, you got to shut everything out and then just do your own thing, do your project. So that's how I do it. I don't know nobody else, but when it's time for me to do me, I just cut off everything else and just give myself 100%. Because if I'm trying to give this 100, you can't give 2-3 things 100%. You know what I'm saying? Something gonna lack. So I learned, all right, when it's time to do me, I gotta just shut off and just do me.
Exactly. You gotta make time for you. And I think that especially with you being so, I can just imagine how it is when people find out that you brag young, like, oh my God, let me get a song. Like, do you go through that with artists?
Like, oh yeah, I do. It's cool though. I'm
honest. A little annoying.
You said what?
Do it get annoying?
You know what? No, because I'm honored that people want to express through me. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's an honor for people to say, I want to work with you. Let's what could I do to work with you? I'm honored. I'm honored every single time. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift. So, and it's a gift for me to give to others, so I'm honored. I don't get bothered by it.
Right. And it seems like you enjoy it too. It's not like a job. It's like a job and like you being forced to produce music.
It's only a job if you don't like who you work with.
Exactly.
If you like who you work with, then it's awesome,
Now, music has changed drastically. I'm a 90s baby, born in 91. And, music has really, it took a drastic turn with you being What are some of the pros and cons that you have noticed with the evolution of music in the music industry? The pros, and you can start off with the pros first.
The pros is 100% the internet, because you don't have to sign with a label no more. You can just put your music out on your own, and you can pay somebody to promote your music online and create your own fan base and have your own tour support. Like you can do it all on your own in today's time. You can go get a loan. You can get your credit together, go get a loan, and then just straight up fund your music career. So that is the blessing. That's the pros of today. that you, and then also too, like you can create a niche audience. Like you can create your own niche audience and then only promote to those people. So I love that. The artist is in control in today's time. So I do love that. I think the cons is because of that, the labels they don't do artist development anymore. So they want you to come all the way with the fan base, with everything before they invest. So those are pros and cons to me, in my opinion.
That makes okay. Artist development, that's pretty much, we're a label that invests money in you, making sure, you can sing and, don't be out of breath and, you can.
And all of that. Stylists, all of it, everything. They do media training, everything. All of that is done and over with. There's no more of that.
And you can tell they're not doing it no more because just see how these artists, they get on these.
Exactly.
And they say everything and all of a sudden they go viral the next day and it's just.
Yeah, exactly. You can tell. You can most definitely tell.
What do you think the outcome of music like 20, 30 years from now is going to be? Do you think that labels are still going to be like around,
I don't know because they're getting very scarce. I think the only way they can still be around is if they start developing talent again. If the labels start back developing talent like they used to, then absolutely they'll be around, because when you put a group of professionals together and then around a person with a gift, it elevates that person to a level that others who may have that same gift may not get to that level because they don't have the team around them to elevate them. So that's what the label was for back in the day. So if they can get back to that again, like how it was at Motown and stuff like that, then absolutely they'll still be around. If they don't do that, then eventually they won't be around.
And you being a producer and an artist also, you see kind of the both sides of the artist side and the producer side. A lot of artists, they're getting in these situations where they're offering you $1 million, but they don't tell you, okay, well, we're going to take $100,000 from this and $100,000 from this. And then by the time you look at it, they ain't got nothing, they can't get Big Mama a house, So
you can't, because
if like a new artist, like maybe you're working with a new artist and they got like an offer from a label, maybe we're gonna say Atlantic, what advice would you give them? You'd be like, hey,
I would tell them not to take the money and to do a split profit deal. Because if you take the money from the label, what happens is you owe them money. So like this, think about it like this. If you buy a house, right? You bought the house, you took the money from the bank, and then you pay the bank back with interest, then you own the house. You own the pink slip. Is your house, and you can sell it or rent it out to whoever you want to or whatever you want to do, right?
Right.
And when you sell the house, they don't get a portion of it no more because you pay them back with interest, correct? What the record label is, you take the money, they promote you. When you pay back the money, right? You pay them back the money, and you still do not own your music. They still own it, and they still make money off of it, and you don't. And then not only do when you pay them back, you don't get paid back until they made their money back, right? So it's, oh my God, it's a nightmare. These kids don't
even if let's say they end up dying, right? The family don't get much. They're gonna always keep making money on you until you forever and forever. You dead and gone, and your family, your kids can't really profit off.
They can't control the masters. So you may consign your publishing to them, but owning the masters is the person who creates the wealth. The master does. Because if you own the master to your song, right, what that means is you can sell it again and again and again to Pepsi, to Nike, to anybody. You can keep selling your song or keep licensing your song over and over again. And that's the way the label create wealth from your song, because they keep licensing your song because they own the rights to the license. So when they take money from you, they own the right to the license. They own the masters. And so that's what I would tell kids. Don't take the money. Tell them, I'll create the master. I'll pay for the master. And you just put up the money to promote. I'll put up the money to create the album, because that puts you in the driver's seat to own the master. And what you do with the label is you say, all right, cool, I own the master, but we do a split profit. If you get deals for the master, we can split the profit, but I am the owner.
Come on.
That's what I would tell the kids.
And be confident too when you say it. Don't be in there stuttering and sweating, because you don't.
Nah, just tell them. Just tell them this is what it is. This is my deal. this is if it's not this, I'll go to the next guy. So what do you want to do? They're gonna be like, don't let him out the room. That's what we're gonna do.
Come on, that is very owning your rights. It's a real sneaky world too, especially in this. You'll be surprised what I even notice too. You know, people real shiesty, and I feel like if you come correct and you real confident in yourself, even if you don't know what you're talking about, but you sound real confident, you'll get what you want.
That's true. That's true. Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
So what has been your proudest moment so far throughout your career?
You know what? Honestly, my proudest moment in my career is not even like, I mean, because I got platinum plaques and stuff like that. That is something proud about, no doubt. But I think I'm proud that my city recognized me as who I am, and just the honor and love that I get from my city. That is what makes me really proud. You know.
Oh, that's amazing. Now we're gonna have a little fun. I'll start this thing on my show, but we're gonna get to know you a little bit better. Okay. I'm Kayla Got the 411. I wouldn't be Kayla Got the 411 if I didn't get in your business. Now, these are real chill questions, so I'm actually gonna say the sentence and you're gonna finish it. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one, when I am down in life, I know I can call who?
My mama.
Yes. What's some of the advice that she's given you throughout the years?
Man, my mama gave me so much advice. Some of the stuff that stand out to me is I mean, one time, a long time ago, I had my first little girlfriend, and she had came over to the house tripping one day, right? And my mom was like, "What's wrong with that girl?" I said, "I don't know, ma. She crazy." She said, "No, she ain't crazy. You doing something to drive her crazy. So what are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? She said, "Don't no girl act like that." She said, matter of fact, I think I know what's wrong with her. Those other girls that's been calling your phone, that's what's wrong with her. I guarantee you that. So, you know, my mama taught me, like, you know, one of the things she taught me is like, you know, you can't be like, she just crazy. You know what I'm saying? You doing something for every reaction.
Mama.
There was an action to make that person do that. So yeah, that's something that stand out to me.
I love that. You know, mamas, we gotta be real with our sons and let them know, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's you know, but sometimes she is a little crazy too, you know.
Sometimes she is a little crazy. Facts.
Crazy
Sometimes they come crazy. Sometimes they
Mm-hmm.
come crazy. But mama knew my little girlfriend though. She was like, "Nah, that girl too sweet. You did something wrong."
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Next, I am a little embarrassed that I used to blank.
Let me see. Let me think. I don't know. I'm not really. You know what? Here it is. I'm gonna keep it 100 on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little embarrassed that I used to judge people for their sexuality based upon what I was taught in my culture, not understanding that person's background or what happened to them to make them that way, or you know what I'm saying, just judging a person just on sight because of their sexuality, like not really understanding like something probably happened to that person. You know what I'm saying, that made them that way that I cannot ever comprehend. So I'm ashamed of. Yeah, that's something I say I'm ashamed of. You know what I'm saying, like for real.
That's real. Next, don't trust blank because. What came to your mind? Something came to your mind.
Man, listen, I can't even say that. All right, so
you can. My show is explicit. It's okay.
I mean, you know what? You cannot, man. If it walk like a dog, it is a dog. Flat out.
Got it. I got that part. Next, when I am alone, I like to think.
I like to watch boxing.
Oh wow. Okay, so you still have that passion for it.
Absolutely. I think about it every day. Like that. What if I would have kept going? What if I kept it? But you know, it was meant for me to do music, so I ain't gonna complain. I love it.
Too late. It really ain't too late. What they got that guy Aaron Carter? He used to be a singer. Look at him. He boxing now.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Right. And next, your girl may fall for me because of my
intellect.
Okay. That's that Libra trait. I'm telling you, we can talk.
Oh yeah.
And last, what drives you, money or fame?
Money. Money all day, every day. The bag.
Right. You can't pay the bills for fame.
Nah, not at all.
The 1 million followers is not gonna pay your rent.
Nah, give me the bag. It's about the bag, especially in today's time, man. We gotta be real about our bag, you know. So yeah, the money. I move by the money all day, every day.
I agree. Now they call you Young OG is another name that you go by. So who is an OG in the game that kind of inspired you to become a musician?
Jodeci, 100%. I was when I heard Jodeci, the first time I heard Forever My Lady, I was in my bed and I was like trying to go to sleep or whatever. And I heard the song on the radio and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I was like trying to like hear it and remember it or whatever so I can look it up or whatever. And the feeling that I got, it gave me the most complete feeling I ever had. Like it gave me everything. It fulfilled me musically. And then from that moment, I was like, I want to make somebody feel like this. And so I was so inspired by them. They made me want to do music. And then when I got grown, I was able to produce their last album, which is Every Moment. So that was a real surreal moment in my life to be in a room with them and be like, these dudes is the reason why I started doing this. Like the feeling that they gave me. And now I'm telling them to go in the booth and put that beer down.
A blessing. Like, you know, people don't sing like that no more. Jodeci, Whitney Houston, you know. Who's another one that sang real good? I love me some Stevie Wonder. I'm talking people that sing to make me believe. But let me rerun that back again. Let me play it again. Yeah. Wow. I don't know what I would do if I met Jodeci. You know what's always in my mind, what's kind of ruined that song for me, Forever My Lady, is that damn Martin episode. He ruined that song.
Oh, yeah. Martin Food. I love it. Yeah, he did. Crazy.
Like, he done ruined it for everybody. But Jodeci, they are legendary. So that kind of explains your voice. Because I feel like they got a soulful voice. Like, you know, you can really feel what they're saying. And a lot of artists
so inspired. Yeah. I'm so inspired by Jodeci. Like everything from the 90s. I'm just inspired by all 90s music. It's everything to me, you know.
90s, man. You know, I was in 91, and I was listening to like Brandy and Monica. But once I got like old enough,
come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like that Jodeci, I was like, what?
Oh yeah, all of it.
Now I hear you are working on something soon. There's something supposed to be coming out. So give me the 411 on your music and what you got.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on an EP right now. It'll be out in a couple more months. So it's something that I'm just really happy about and proud about because I haven't released any music in a long time. So because I've been producing, so I'm happy. So people be hearing from me.
Because I like to look up. I was like, why this man ain't got no music? I need to hear your voice on Spotify.
I know, right? I know. No, it's coming. It's coming. I promise.
Like no shade, you know. There ain't a lot of men from their heart. You know, we got Miguel. You know, we got Neo. Who else? I can sing, not sing.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what I'm trying to bring back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, Brad, it was so dope having you on. I don't find out you my birthday twin. How was this? Real cool.
I know.
Thanks.
I love it. Thank you so much for having me. It's a blessing.